know what I'm saying? Like, you pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you in your work in your mind, in the world, you think that's what that is.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Really, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Really, that's really in reality, that's not what it is. And you find out that the brothers who you thought was all that, they really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They really soft. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of this come down to, and it's really hard. We can't build a nation. Did anybody see you? Did anybody watch the show? Anybody watch the show? What's I'm gonna give it away with this. This is a very simplistic question. What's one thing y'all seen that might be coming to New York? That's very promising on coming to New York. See if y'all seen the show. You know what I'm saying?
The I.S.U.P.K soup kitchen.
Yeah, did you see that? But where was it at though?
On 125, right.
Right across from 1 West.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Have you been past that building? You've been past.
On this side, walking straight up, right?
Right. Know what I'm saying?
And that's where all like the Jamaican dudes be standing selling the books.
Yes, right there, right in the mix. Corner 5th Ave, right there, right in the mix.
Yeah.
The upstairs and the downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at, that's a big deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Did you see the damn near the city that is possibly going to be bought with livestock on it and all of that? Man, listen. Don't tell. I'm 1 West to the death. I will get an RV then. You know what I'm saying? For real, like I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gone. And this is all ours? Like strictly ours? Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good money. You know what I'm saying? But did you see all of that? We don't got time to be scared. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be fearful and nervous about anything.
Right.
About living situations, about relationships, about finances,
Right.
anything. There's no time for being pussy. Excuse my language.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't no time for that.
Right.
Whoever want to be a sucker, let them just be a sucker, man.
Right.
And we ain't knocking them. You know what I'm saying? Let them be soft.
Right.
But we gonna be hard for some soft cats.
Right.
And them soft sisters too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for them because this is not the time for that. This is time for building and expanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is time for breaking through.
That's right.
Not the time for being fearful and scary and all of that. If you a scared person, right? If you scared, you get into a situation and you scared, you nervous.
Right.
I don't want to say nervous because you can be nervous about something, but being scared to the point to where you will compromise,
Right.
Because you're scared, right? That's something that can be spread. Remember the scripture where it says, where there's a lion, there's a lion outside. There's some that will say that will go out to get the lion. You know, I'm paraphrasing the scripture. There's a lion outside, and there's one that will say there's a lion outside, and there's one that will go out and get the lion.
Okay.
Let me get that real quick. It's like I can't remember exactly where it's at. You understand? But there's some that's scary and weak. You know what I'm saying? And this is not the time for that. So to be distracted by some, a vaccination, whatever the case may be, when your teeth hurt, when them rotten blue teeth hurt that you done smoked out, full of Black and Mild tobacco and smoke and Newport smoke and smoking Cools. You smoke Cools, you're doing bad. You smoking Cools. Well, you smoking Cools, you're doing bad. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So you sitting there smoking Cools. Your teeth hurt, they blue and brown and black and all types of colors in your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? When them teeth get to hurting, your gums get to bleeding, guess what you're going to do? what you gonna do? You gonna go to the dentist. You're going to the dentist. And you want to go ahead.
You're gonna vaccine your gums.
That's right. And the dentist say, look, we gotta remove all these rotten teeth you got in your mouth. You gotta start over. They're gonna knock them brown teeth out your mouth. And they're gonna do it, they're gonna shoot you over some Novocaine.
Right.
To get them rotten teeth out your mouth.
Right.
That's a fact. You understand?
Right.
They're gonna knock the rotten teeth out your mouth, give you some Novocaine, maybe even some anesthesia.
Right.
To get that stuff out your mouth.
Right.
This is the problem. Black folks haven't heard enough. You understand?
Right.
Because it's not your teeth hurting. You don't have any understanding. See, we wasn't scared to get Novocaine because we hurt.
Right.
You're like, fuck that Novocaine. Forget it. I'm gonna get the Novocaine. I don't care.
Right.
Let's hope. Go ahead. You wanna say something? You found it? Okay, I'm gonna sign fast. Hold it from real quick, all right? When we when we hurt in our mouth, we go get that Novocaine. You know what I'm saying? We sick enough, we go get any vaccination, whatever the case may be. Right. The problem is we haven't heard enough. Because a COVID-19 shot, who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? We've heard enough. Right. You know what I'm saying? What the hell could you really think this white man is gonna take his time and say, you know what? We're gonna get these niggas with the COVID-19 vaccination. Don't niggas shoot heroin? Right. They've been shooting smack since the 70s. Right. You don't think they would have put a microchip, pork, I'm gonna get you, and all other stuff, whatever they got, whatever else they got, you don't think they would have put that in heroin? What's a speedball? Ain't that when they shoot cocaine? You don't think they would have put that in cocaine? Go ahead.
It's just like one of the memes said, but I'm gonna change the company. If they white man wanted to kill you, he could have killed you with them damn McDonald's burgers.
He could have been got you. You gotta wait to tell you with the COVID-19 vaccination, all of that, and people don't understand what it be like. Y'all get the COVID-19. It's a prophet's way of saying, yeah, I'll take it. These niggas ain't doing nothing. Right. They ain't doing nothing. Right. So what? Get a COVID-19. You know, in jail, you can be like, I got a headache. You know, they're gonna bring you some pills from the what they call it in prison? Infirmary, what they call it?
Is that infirmary?
Infirmary. Right. They bring you some pills. They give you the pills, you pop them. You go, I feel so much better. You know, a lot of them pills, which is admitted by CEOs, those are sugar pills. Those are just pills full of sugar. And you see that thing, you pop some Motrin or something, you ain't pop nothing but a sugar pill. You know what I'm saying? Right. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no time to be scared of what this white man says we should be scared of. Right. You know what I'm saying? We should fear the Most High, and that's what's missing. Give me that scripture you was at, Macomb, real quick.
The book of Proverbs. Chapter 22 and verse 13.
Hold on, get a brother trying to get the end in me as well. Hold on, Proverbs. You said 22 and 13, right?
Tanar Khan.
22 and 13. Okay, I'm with you. I call that again, come.
The slothful man saith, there is a lion with them. I shall be slain in the streets.
That's what a slothful man do. A slothful man also could be a goddamn scary dude too. You know what I'm saying? He lays, there's a lion out there instead of going out there to slay that lion. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a slothful man is known to be, a lazy guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're lazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do much. And that's what a lot of these, this is what a lot of these fake Israelites are. They're slothful. They really don't want to do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do the work of the Lord. They don't want to go out there and really put their lives on the line or push the limits. They want to be accepted, have unity camps, and so-called love each other. Meanwhile, the unity camps are, You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they're fighting, having sex with each other's wives, and
Right.
all types of atrocities going on.
Right.
But they're really just lazy and so on and so on. They're also scary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're also scary as hell. And this is not the time to be fearful and scary and weak and moist and tender. I'm talking about on any level.
Right.
On any level. Because if you scary on a small level,
Right.
you'll be scary on a big level.
Right.
What's one way you could be scary in your own household?
Scary in your own household, sir?
Yeah.
Letting your wife move over.
That's right.
Yeah, but how? How? That's a good point. How can your wife rule over you? How can she rule over you? Go ahead.
From experience, sir, being in fear of going to prison,
Okay, that's more.
I keep it on the eye, sir, because like me coming from prison and then getting with a woman that calls the cop, it'd be like, let me fall back, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. So you could be, I don't know if that's being fearful or extremely cautious. You're just cautious or aware that this monster might do that. You know, so let me, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily fearful,
Calm.
right? Not necessarily fearful. I mean, a lot of brothers can do that, like, bitch, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you know, there's consequences to certain things. You know what I'm saying? But to your woman to rule over you, right? A woman can rule over you because she know you scary,
Calm.
right? How can a man be scary in his own household? Is that something?
Slakia, sir. There's some women out there that don't fear putting hands on a man. There's quite
That's
a
true.
few relationships where the abuser is the wife.
That is very true. That's true. And you know, of course, we got different protocols where if a woman is putting their hands on you, where they feel like they whooping your ass, and whooping her ass.
Call the cop.
Call the police.
If one whoop your ass, what should you do?
Call brothers, our uncles, cops, you know, call
Yeah.
everybody.
So if she's whooping your ass, what should you do?
Call everybody.
You should call the cops. You know what I'm saying? You should call the police in the situation.
Right.
Because she gonna whoop your ass and then call the police anyway, and you still going to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in a situation like that, you know, and that's why you gotta be wise on who you deal with, because you don't want to deal with a woman that's abusive any kind of way.
Right.
But how can a man allow another way for a man to allow his woman to rule over them? This class is not about a woman ruling over a man, by the way. This is just about fear.
Right.
A woman could say, bring a Christmas tree in the house. Don't come in without bringing a Christmas tree.
Right.
I understand what you're saying. I know where you're going.
Come on,
I'm not talking about what she can do.
come on.
I'm talking about what can a man do to show he's scared of his woman, which will allow his woman to rule over him.
Right.
What can a man do?
Have no order. He will put no order in his household, and the kids don't respect.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's that's not what I'm looking for, but you got a point. You know what I'm saying? You got something? What can a man do?
Right.
What can a man not do? What can a man not do? And it can show he has fear.
Stand up for himself.
No, what can he not do? I'll give it to you.
Calm.
Are you talking to another woman besides me?
Mm.
No. You're scary.
Right.
You're scared. You're scared. In your fear, you're going to allow her to rule over you.
Right.
In your fear,
Right.
this ain't the time for that.
Right.
This ain't the time for it. You understand what I'm saying? That's how a man can lose his house. You can lose your house like that.
Right.
Are you fucking somebody else? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Right? You can end that. You know what I'm saying? Why? What's the problem? Well, I'm leaving. All right. She's coming. You know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but to be, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you that spirit of fear is strong. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to lose that a certain feeling, a certain thing. So fear is something that we can't have. Daughter will find that scripture too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop it for now. But fear is something that we can't have. Let's go to Isaiah 41 and 10.
Come on, car.
Shalakia. You know what I'm saying? Go to Isaiah 41, verse 10. Shalakia.
Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Or I can have it.
Come.
Fear thou not, for I am with thee.
Let's say it again.
Fear thou not.
Yeah, that means have absolutely no fear. This is the Most High God speaking. You know what I'm saying? To have absolutely no fear at all. You know what I'm saying? There's no room for fear, no time for fear. Go ahead.
For I am with thee.
From what?
With thee.
If the Most High God is with you, then I mean, who can be against you? You know what I'm saying? Who can stop you? Who can do anything to you? How could you lose if the Most High God is with you? You understand? This is for the Most High God speaking, saying, "Fear thou not."
Right.
You can't be fearful and make it to the kingdom. You can't be scary and build a nation. You can't be scary in the UPK and build different schools and different cities and raise brothers and sisters up. Anybody ever walk down 125th Street at nighttime? There's brothers and sisters laying all out in the street on cardboard boxes, no shoes on their feet. Their feet are navy blue from diabetes and gangrene and all of that. You can't raise these people up out the dead and be scary.
Right.
And be nervous and weak and faithless, in other words. You can't do that. You understand?
Wow.
That's why some things you just don't got time for. I don't got time to talk about no goddamn flat earth.
Right.
If the earth is flat, goddamn it, so is that cardboard box that my brother's laying on. That's flat too.
Right.
How come we ain't talking about that? I want to talk about that flatness. Let's talk about the flatness of that cardboard box that my brother's laying on. That's more important than if the earth is flat. What do I give a damn? You understand?
Oh.
These stupid, frivolous arguments and conversations, it really all stems from a fear.
Right.
You understand?
Come.
Keep reading, y'all.
Come on, come. Be not dismayed.
Be not what?
Dismayed.
You don't be all caught up and distracted and all into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be all into don't be so into the horoscopes. Don't be distracted by that and be so tied up into it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For I am thy for I am thy God.
I am thy what?
God.
This is what Most High God said. Don't be all caught up in the rest of that stuff. Don't be scared because I'm your God. Don't be scared to tell your woman you got tell your woman you got another woman. Don't be scared to tell the oppressor he's a devil. Don't be scared, to take a goddamn vaccine. Who cares?
Right.
When your teeth hurt and you gotta get them blue now laters pulled out your mouth, you're gonna get a needle.
That's right.
You got a cavity, you're gonna get some Novocaine. If they gotta have a surgery, you're gonna get some anesthesia. You're gonna do it. Are you scared then? No, because you're in so much pain that you just don't give a damn no more. Well, how come we're not in so much pain in a society to just not give a damn no more?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Keep going.
I will strengthen thee.
I'll do what?
Strengthen thee.
The Lord said he'll strengthen you. You understand? And this is what these scary bastards and bassinettes is not reading. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. This is what they're not reading. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's going to strengthen us regardless.
That's right.
Regardless. Keep going.
Yea, I will help thee.
I will do what?
Help thee.
Yeah, the Lord's going to help us regardless. These are his words.
Right.
We ain't making these words up. The Lord said he's going to help us regardless. So people tend to say, see, the Lord said he's going to help us. You ain't got to take no vaccine. Okay, no problem. You don't want to take a vaccine, you don't have to take no vaccine.
Right.
But I want you to do this. As a brother who went to the dentist plenty of times, when you got to get that root canal, you better not take no vaccine. Don't take no Novocaine. The Lord going to be with you.
Right.
He's going to be with you. So let them take them pins and needles and stick them all up in your goddamn gums and kill your nerves and drill your teeth. And I want you to go through that. You got to get knee surgery, back surgery. I know sisters now, you like to get your ass injected with all types of silicone and everything else. Listen, there better not be no more fake asses out there. We don't see brothers don't want no more fake asses, no more fake lips, no more fake breasts, none of that. Don't get nothing injected into you, sis.
Right.
That's the COVID that they injected into you, and you're gonna turn into a pig that can fly, and they're gonna track you.
Right.
You don't care if they do that, as long as your ass is fat. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. And you gym rats too, with all them veins popping out of your goddamn lips. Hey, you got veins in your lips. You got veins coming out your lips because you're injecting yourself with something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not creatine. That's not protein shakes. That's not a keto diet. That's steroids.
Right.
All right? So the veins in your lips, those are COVID veins in your lips. Don't do it no more because the government knows you're at the gym and they're tracking you. See how dumb it sounds? Come on. It sounds stupid. You want to say something? Good. You out? Sure. Yeah, help the brother out. All right, brother. You know what I'm saying? Be Lord be with you, all right? You got it. Okay, there you go. You understand? We can start from the top. We're at Isaiah 41 and 10. Let's start from the top. Let's read it again.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God.
Yep.
I will strengthen thee.
Yeah, I will strengthen thee. This is what the most thing. That he's the one that's going to give us the strength. He's the one that's going to make sure everything is all right and make sure we get where we got to go. You understand what I'm saying? This is the spirit behind it all. We got to have a certain spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just reciting scriptures and reading all the books on the shelves, and you can say the Hebrew alphabet backwards and forward. It's more than that. There's a spirit that we have to continue to be in at all times because this society is trying their best to kill that spirit, to murder that spirit. Excuse me. It's our job to be bold and to be strong and courageous and to be leaders, and you can be all of those things if you have something in your mind that's set on saving your people.
Right.
The same way if your own child was drowning in a pool, you would jump in that pool to save your child. This is how we have to look at the nation of Israel, as our child. And it hurts us to see our children drowning. So you want to jump in that pool and save your child from drowning. That's how I look at every brother and sister in the nation of Israel, whether they're in the truth or out the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And fear can't be involved. Fear's not kicking in when you got to save your child. Fear's not kicking in when you hit your baby choking. You automatically jump up and hit the back and do the Heimlich and try to get it out their mouth and their throat because your instincts kick in. Well, it's time for our instincts to kick in now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And anybody who's going all off and thinking about, the white man's doing this, and that, other. The white man want to put something in our blood, it would be in there already.
Right.
It would be in there already. You never heard of nobody shooting heroin. You don't got you black, Hispanic, and Native American, you ain't got not one dope fiend in your house. Or maybe not in your house now in this current time. You know what I'm saying? Slow on the curse. Teacher. class. Shalom. Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Yeah, so I'm sure throughout our lifetime we know about heroin addicts and so forth and so on and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We know about that. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stop it with this, being so scary of certain things and talking about the white man's gonna do this and white man wanna do this. He would have been dead already. You know what I'm saying? But the scripture we read says, "Fear thou not," right? Let's keep reading where you left off at, brother.
Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee.
Say it again.
Yea, I will uphold thee.
Yeah, he's going to uphold us. Keep going.
With the right hand of my righteousness.
You understand? That's the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? He's going to uphold us with the right hand of righteousness, man. You know what I'm saying? If we stay on the same accord as the Most High God, if we stay on that path and stay with him, there's nothing that can harm us or hurt us or none of that. You know what I'm saying? We already know that. In the scriptures say, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We already know that.
God.
You understand? That's simple. We already know that. But we have to not just know it, but believe it and live it. That's the spirit behind it. It's to live it. You understand? To be sure of it. Just as sure as you know your slave name. You know your slave name. Just as sure as you know that name, is as sure you should know that these scriptures are real and that the Most High God is with you if you're on one accord with him. Right? So there's no time for fear. Let's go to 2 Timothy real quick.
Come.
We should know this one already, but we're going to go over it anyway. Second Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. We're going to go there real quick.
Come on, God. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. Or I can have it.
God.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear.
Say it again.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear.
Yeah, that's not even something that we was given. We wasn't given the spirit of fear. Fear is learned. You know what I'm saying? Fear is learned. Self-hate is learned.
God.
You know what I'm saying? These are learned behaviors. To be a scary ass, that's a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that we naturally should have, not as children of the Most High God. This is simple scripture. Everybody knows this one. Keep going.
But of power.
Of what?
Power.
Of power. What's power? You know what I'm saying? Dominance.
God.
To conquer. To rule. Authority. Strength. Dominance. These are some very powerful words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The spirit of power. That's what we have. And not in a bad way, in a righteous way. You know what I'm saying? Not in a tyrant type of way or some type of bullying type of way, but in a righteous manner to dominate. You know what I'm saying? To be in charge, to be the authority in a righteous way. You can be the authority of your home, but be the authority in a righteous way.
Right.
There's going to be a point in time where brothers are going to be the authority over brothers and sisters. Be a righteous authority. The spirit of being scary is not in us, but the spirit of power is in us.
God.
You understand? Keep going.
And of love.
Of what?
Love.
We don't know what the spirit, we don't know what love is. Love is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Right? If we love one another, then we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. I would never steal from my brother.
Right.
Kill my brother. Be jealous of my brother. I would never leave my wife. I would never rape somebody.
Right.
I would never, these things we wouldn't do. I wouldn't cheat you out of a sale. I would not add interest on whatever money you get from me.
Right.
There's certain things I'm not going to do. I would glean the side of my crops so somebody can come and get what's left there. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that we would, because we're full of brotherhood and sisterhood, man. And these laws, statutes, and commandments are based off of brotherhood and sisterhood,
Right.
off of loving one another. What laws that we should not do to one another?
God.
Laws that we should not do to God or against God. You understand?
God.
We got dietary laws. We got laws on doing business together. We got laws on marriage. We got laws on everything. Why? Because brotherhood and sisterhood is imperatively essential to our nation, man.
That's right.
You understand? Let's keep going.
Oh, God. And of a sound mind.
And of what?
A sound mind.
And make good decisions. You know what I'm saying? This is the spirit that's in us, not the spirit of fear. Because when you're scary and you're fearful, you don't have no love in you. Because when you're scared, you know what you're gonna do? Steal. When you're scared, you know what you're gonna do? Kill. When you're scared, you know what you're gonna do? Cheat. When I say cheat, I'm not talking about cheat on your wife. There's no cheating on your wife. I'm talking about cheating on the brother out of something.
Right.
You understand? When you're scared, you know what you're gonna that breeds? Jealousy, envy, hate. Jealousy breeds those things. And fear breeds those things. And fear breeds them all. You know what I'm saying? Fear is the root of them all. Okay?
Salakia, sir, I have a preset.
Please.
That also, sir.
Please drop
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear. Because fear hath torment. Right. He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Right, there you go. You know what I'm saying? You understand? That's a heavy scripture you just brought out. Let the people know where it was at again.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 18.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? That's the next scripture we go to. Let's go there. You know what I'm saying? That's the next scripture on the list. You know what I'm saying? Let's go there real quick again. Let's break it down one more time. Right? 1 John 4 and 18. Right? Go ahead, brother. Hit it again.
The book of 1 John, chapter 4 and verse 18. There is no fear in love.
Yeah, there is no fear in love. When you keep these laws and these statutes and commandments, there is absolutely no fear. You know what I'm saying? There's no fear with it. Sure, make sure I want you to go back and forth, all right?
Come on, cuz.
Go back. There is no fear in that. You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely no fear in love. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that that you keep these laws and commandments, and when you do that, what are you scared of? What should you be scared of? If you're keeping the laws, you don't got no beef. If you're keeping the laws, you really don't got no worries. You know what I'm saying? You don't got none of that. You know the Lord is with you. To be an obedient child, you know that your Father is with you.
Right.
You understand? I want you to make sure you do it on the screen.
Come on, cuz.
Click back and forth on the screen.
Come on, cuz.
Yeah. You understand? There is no fear in love. Read it again, brother.
There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear.
Yeah, that's what happens. Perfect love casts out fear. You understand what I'm saying? You keep these laws and commandments, you don't have nothing to worry about. And that's why everybody's so worried about this vaccine. They're so worried about, I ain't doing this vaccine, I ain't doing none of that, I'm not doing all that, because they're scary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're scary because they're not doing something that's right. You understand what I'm saying? If you know that you're doing what's right, you know you're doing what's right. You know the Lord's going to be. Don't feel that way. You feel like I'm doing everything right, but you still think the Lord's not with you, then there's a problem. There's some discord there between you and the Lord. It says what it says. You know what I'm saying? Read it from the top again.
There is no fear in love.
Yeah, there's no fear in love. Absolutely none. You know what I'm saying? You do what you're supposed to do for the Most High God. You fear what? For what? Right? Keep going.
But perfect love casteth out fear.
Yeah, perfect love gets rid of that garbage. It gets rid of it. You understand? So if you got some fear in you, then you doing something you ain't got no goddamn business doing. That's the whole point of it.
Right.
That's what you're really scared of. Is that whatever you do in the dark, now the Lord's gonna bring it to light on your ass. So that's why you're scared to get. Oh, well, I ain't get no injection because a finger gonna grow out my forehead. When they, or maybe you think a finger should grow out your forehead, then maybe you're doing something you ain't got no business doing. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's really what it is. You understand? It's like an abusive marriage. You know what I'm saying? You beat the other person up because you telling them you cheating on me. Really, you the one doing all the dirty stuff behind their back. Really, you beating them because it's really you that's doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's a mentality people have because you're doing something dirty that you shouldn't be doing instead of coming clean and making it right. You know what I'm saying? And say, you know what? I am scared of the vaccine. I'm scared to do that because, yeah, I am doing this. You know what I'm saying? I am doing this. I need to stop doing that. So maybe I won't get sick. Maybe I won't. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being real. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being real and being honest. You want to be a sucker. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Because fear hath torment.
Oh man, it's torturous to be fearful. To be scary. Who wants to live a scary life? You can't sleep right. You can't act right, think right. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be scary all the goddamn time? You understand? I don't want to be scared. I want to live life like I'm on a vacation somewhere.
Right.
Like there's some blue water, some sand, and I'm on a hammock. You know what I'm saying? You know what's called a hammock? To swing on a tree and all day. I want to do one of those. You know what I'm saying? With a straw hat on or something, and I'm laying down, chilling with my rib. You know what I'm saying? With no problems and no issues.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I rub my coconut oil in that big old blue numbers. I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to be. That's not a fearful situation. You know what I'm saying? Fear torments you, man. You can't live your life being scary.
Right.
Them people that's talking all that garbage, all that, they're tormented, man. You know what I'm saying? They're so scary, man. They don't know what to do. They're scared of their mind. They're so scared, they tune it into somebody that they don't even subscribe to.
Right.
Like they don't even deal with the UPK, but they're looking at the UPK for answers. That's how tormented you are. See, in here, we're not tormented. We're full of love and not fear. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people try to come into our house to get the news and to get the updates and get all of that because they're tormented. They don't know which way to turn or what to do. And here, we know what we're doing.
That's right.
We know who we are. We know who we with. We're well guided. We're well instructed, and there is not a drop of fear that's in the Israelite school UPK. Absolutely none.
That's right.
Keep going.
He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? So you fear, you're not made perfect in love. If you can't be scary and serve the Lord at the same time, there's no way you can do it. There's no way you can do it. You cannot be a scary bastard and serve the Lord. You understand? That's why in the UPK we go out to camp. And there's a whole lot of things that go into camp. We in New York. You know there's a whole bunch of things. You got blackity black, you got Nubians, Muslims, you got the now valleys, you got fake Jews, you got the Rastafarians, you got the Christians, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of garbage that comes up against the camp all the time. You know what I'm saying? This is New York City. It's a big melting pot. Everybody got something to say.
Right.
The Italians, the Irish, the Dutch. You know what I'm saying? The so-called exotic ones. The Hawaiians mixed with the Asians. That's mixed with Australian. You know what I'm saying? All of that filth. You know what I'm saying? All of that garbage, man. You know what I'm saying? So. There's no room for no fear. All right, let's drop that real quick. Let's keep it pushing. Go to the book of Psalms. Give me 1 second. Let me go to Psalms 23. Let me see something here. Let's see. No. You don't go there. Go to Proverbs. Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29, verse. Hold on. You know what? Let's go there real quick. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms 23 and 1. This is so simplistic, you know what I'm saying? But let's go there real quick. I was gonna skip it, but let's just go with it. Because it's so simplistic. Go ahead. You got it? Let's go. It's so simplistic, but a lot of brothers and sisters might forget it because people, you know, brothers and sisters, so you know, they're on a journey for this golden egg, you know what I'm saying? Instead of getting to the basics and stick with the basics, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who boxes, that you know that one two is very important. Learn your jab and all that is very important. And a lot of brothers jab, they're looking for all these combinations to knock somebody out when really you got to stick to the basics. You know what I'm saying? Build a very strong foundation and build your house on top of that foundation. You need a solid foundation first, which means you got to deal with the so-called basics. All right? So we're going to go to the basics real quick. Let's go to Psalms 23 and let's start at verse 1.
Come on, Khan. Psalms chapter 23, verse 1.
Hold on, Salaki. Let them come read.
Come on, Khan.
Come on, come. The book of Psalms, chapter 23 and verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd.
What does that mean? The Lord is my shepherd. What does that mean? What is a shepherd? Hold on, show it up. Go ahead.
He's a guide and a protector.
Guide and protector. Well, you know,
leader.
He's a leader, right? He's a leader. Those are good terms. Go ahead.
I have a precept that can define that for you, sir.
Hit it. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
A book of Psalms, chapter 80 and verse 1. Give ear, O shepherd of Israel, that thou leadest Joseph like a flock, that thou dwellest between the cherubims, shine forth. So it's like a leader, kind of
right.
A shepherd is a person that leads the flock, that kind of directs them.
Absolutely. So a leader of the flock. And so a leader of the people in this terms. You know what I'm saying? Like a leader. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it though. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it though real quick. You know, I like doing that. All right, let's break this down real quick. The Lord is my shepherd, right? We all know that it's a leader, you know, someone who guides the flock, protects the flock. You understand what I'm saying? Gets the flock from one spot to another, from point A to point B, so forth and so on. Let's see what the so-called dictionary has to say about it. Go ahead.
Leader, the person who leads or commands a group.
No, read the word. No, shepherd. I need shepherd.
Oh, Salakia.
Yeah, no sweat. No saying shepherd.
God.
That's all right, because don't worry, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Because as we said, a shepherd could. You know what I'm saying, and we all know that because it says the Lord is my shepherd. We all know the Most High is in control of all things, of every damn thing. I don't care what it is you're doing, everything. You know what I'm saying? If you burn your goddamn ashy hand on the iron, the Lord wanted you to burn your hand on that iron. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what it is. The Most High God is in control, and He leads at all times. He controls the people. You understand what I'm saying? And He appoints different shepherds upon the flock. Go ahead.
Shepherd, a person who tends and rears sheep. Also, shepherd, guide or direct in a particular direction.
Say it again.
Guide or direct in a particular direction.
Somebody to guide you, lead you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to guide somebody, you're going to lead them in a specific direction, right? The specific was read again. That second one.
Guide or direct.
Or direct in a
particular direction.
In a particular direction. You understand what I'm saying? And pretty much in a specific direction, so forth and so on. Someone's going to guide you and lead you, right? So let's read Psalms 21 and 23 and 1 again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 23 and verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd.
So the Lord is going to guide us. The Lord is our leader. The Lord is the one we should follow, right? He's in control of the flock. Go ahead.
I shall not want.
There's nothing that we need to want for because He's the one that's guiding us.
Right.
Which means what? If He's our shepherd, if He's our guide, if He's our leader, there's nothing that there's nothing I need to want for. Because He's going to provide it all. When it's time for me to eat, he'll provide it. When it's time for me to drink, he'll provide it. When it's time for me to rest, he'll provide it. When it's time for me to say, which way should I go? He'll provide the direction. You understand?
Right.
When it's time for me to climb up tough mountains, he'll provide the path to get me up that tough mountain. When it's time for me to come down that tough mountain, or cross the water, or get through the valley, or whatever the case may be, while he's leading the flock, he's going to direct it and guide it.
Right.
He is. Not me, not my mama, not my daddy, not my little so-called biological brother, not my cousin, not my daughter, not my son. Nobody.
Right.
He's going to guide. You understand? And whoever he appoints to be a shepherd, such as Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand? They'll guide you in the right direction. Right? Keep reading.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
Go ahead.
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
He gives me rest. He gives me drink. He gives me what I need. You know what I'm saying? He gives me what I need.
Right.
Should I be worried about a vaccine? Should I be worried about tomorrow? Should I be worried about these things? No, I should not be worried about it. Because he's guiding me.
Right.
Because he's my shepherd. This is what people are forgetting. Simple, basic scriptures like this, people need to remember.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If I may, sir, shout out to the sister, just art and paint. She said just finished getting her vaccine. She just finished getting hers.
Most High in Christ says, let's say, can you hear me? Mic check 1, 2. Can you hear me? Let us know if a finger grows out your forehead. If you get a finger by tomorrow, contact the school. I doubt you will, but if you get a finger or the FBI's knocking at your door, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ said the sister for being braver than some of these men out here.
That's right.
Men of the Lord.
Right.
Suckers. You know what I'm saying? In the UPK, we don't got suckers. Not even the sisters are suckers.
That's right.
You understand that? You understand? You know, this sister understands that the Lord is her shepherd.
God.
She understands that. You understand? She understands that. Let's keep going.
Verse 3. He restored my soul.
Does what?
He restored my soul.
I want the word restoreth. So, I want the word restoreth. Let's just break it on down. Because everybody, you know, we read these scriptures, but we need to get the spirit of it. Get in depth with it. You understand? What the hell does restoreth mean? What does that mean? Restock the shelves in the store? What does that mean? Let's figure it out.
Oh, God. Restore it. Give back.
Do what?
Give back.
Go ahead.
Return.
Do what?
Return.
Go ahead.
To put or bring back into existence or use.
Oh, so what does it mean? He restored my soul. That means he don't just guide my body, but he control of my soul. He can give me my soul.
Right.
Protect my soul. You understand? That goes beyond just your body.
God.
You understand? You might die on the way, but he can restore your soul. God. This is the shepherd that we follow. I should worry about about some vaccine.
Right.
I should be worried about that. I should be worried about COVID-19. I should be worried about Novocaine, anesthesia. I should be worried about don't they give antibiotic shots and vitamin C shots and all types of other garbage? Don't they give you a tuberculosis shot?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They give you a shot in your ass too. I forgot the name of that shot. What's that?
Penicillin shot.
Penicillin shots. They give you cortisone shots. Mm-hmm. You understand? They give you a whole bunch of goddamn shots.
Right.
Right? They give me a whole bunch of shots. I should be worried about that, or should I follow my shepherd?
That's right.
Who guides me and gives me rest and gives me water, and not only guides me and gives me what I want physically, he can give me he can give me my soul. He's in control of my soul. Should I not follow that? See, these suckers don't even get it. They're too stupid and too soft and too moist.
That's right.
That's why our sisters can go out and do it, and a sucker nigga out there can't even go do it.
Right.
You understand? Let's keep going.
Kanarakan. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness.
Say it again.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness.
Go ahead.
For his name's sake.
You know, saying he leads you in the path of righteousness. He's not going to. There's no way he's going to lead you to wickedness. If you serve the Most High God, you really think wickedness and evil can overcome you and overtake you?
Right.
You really think the Most High God, if you serving Him, would allow these devils to inject a microchip inside your body? You think He would allow these devils to give you something to where a finger or a unicorn horn is growing at your forehead?
Right.
You think the Most High God would do that? You are disrespectful to the Most High God and you don't even know it.
That's right.
You're disrespectful bastard. To be worried about a goddamn shot? To be that worried and scared about it? I mean, it's disgusting.
Right.
That you would be so fixated and worried about a shot. When we serve a God that guides our lives and restores our souls.
That's right.
You understand? And read that part again. What did he just say? Read it again.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness.
He leads you in the path of righteousness. You really think he's going to allow you to fall at the hands of a needle? Really? When the Most High God don't have to do that, He can kill you anytime He wants.
Right.
He can kill you in your sleep. You do know that, right?
God.
He can make you just drop and pass out exactly where you at. You know that, right? You really think that He's going to allow you to be conquered and dominated by a needle with some COVID-19 vaccine and that's going to be your end-all be-all? That's the God you serve? That's not the God we serve in here. We don't serve. I don't know. That must be the rock God or Caesar Borgia or something. We don't serve that God in here.
That's right.
We serve a most high power. You understand?
Go on.
Keep going, brother.
For his name's sake.
Uh-huh.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death. Death is around us. You mean to tell me you so-called black, you Hispanic, you Native American, I don't give a damn where you from, right? I'm not a rapper. I'm a nigga in One West. You can be from Brooklyn, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Vegas, Florida, Toronto, Jamaica, UK. You can be from all over the place. Guess what? We all under the same oppression. Bullets, blunts, guns, drugs, death, prison. We all facing it all. We all walk through the valley of the shadow of death every day.
Right.
You understand? All of us. When you go out the house, you are walking through the shadow of the valley of death. Every day. Every day. You mean to tell me you grew up in a neighborhood full of gunshots, full of people's face getting cut, full of robbery, full of disease and drugs, and I'm going to be scared of what they say about this COVID-19 thing? I got to worry about that now. I got to worry about that, and somebody hit me with a 9mm somewhere or something like that. I got to worry about all of that. We always walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We've been doing it.
Right.
The valley of the shadow of death is what brought you into the truth.
Right.
The valley of the shadow of death is what brought you into the truth. Heroin is the shadow of death. Cocaine is the shadow of death.
Right.
Weed and promiscuous sex and all of that is what brought you into the shadow of death. Stealing and lying and cheating and pork and everything else you name is the shadow of death.
Right.
We've been walking through the shadow of death. I should be scared now? Keep reading.
I will fear no evil.
Say it again.
I will fear no evil.
Yo, COVID-19 is going to turn into a unicorn. Say it again.
I will fear no
The
evil.
vaccine, the goddamn government's going to come to my door. Say it again.
I will fear no
I'm not
evil.
going to fear nothing in here. We ain't fearing no evil in here. Do you get it through your brain, stupid? You soft, weak boy sucker. You won't even, you're too soft to be in the UPK.
That's right.
You're just too soft, man. You're too tender, man. You're too tender and too moist, man. This ain't for you. It's no problem though. It's cool. It's cool. It ain't for you, man. Don't tell me it ain't for me. Nigga, it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't tell me to leave. You know what I'm saying? Even though nobody has, I think they know better. You know what I'm saying? Don't mention it to me. No, but nigga, if you soft, nigga, then be out. Sister, if you too soft, then be out, man. There's a pole waiting for you somewhere, man. But we've been walking through the valley of the shadow of death, and we ain't scared.
That's right.
That's right.
Looking for more shadows, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like being hot anyway. Looking for more shadows. You understand? Keep reading.
For thou art with me.
Say what?
For thou art with me.
Most High God is with us, man.
Right.
He's with us. Maybe people forgot about this simple scripture we're reading here. It's very simple. Everybody's looking for, like I said, for that, hi-ya, looking for the good karate move when all they got to do is read these basic scriptures we go over right now. You understand?
Right.
Read that part again, brother.
For thou art with
The
me.
Most High God is with us, man. Give a damn about none of that. You got a job out there, man. You work in the healthcare field. You work with children. You know what I'm saying? You work around the elderly. There's plenty of jobs where they might say, look, you got to take this shot, man, in order to continue your occupation. Guess what? Take the shot. So what? So what? Keep your insurance for your kid. Keep your insurance for yourself. Keep paying your rent. Keep paying your electricity bill. Keep paying your little car note, your car insurance. Keep taking care of yourself, man.
Right.
Keep taking care of yourself. There's a home health aide out there somewhere who's taking care of their grandmother somewhere. If they say, in order for you to keep this position and take care of your grandma at home, you got to take the COVID-19 shot. Take that COVID-19 shot. You care about your grandmother, right? Then take the shot. You fear the Lord and you care about your grandma. Take the shot. So what? You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Just do it. What's the big deal? What if you say, I ain't taking that shot? And you catch the COVID, and your grandma who's 87, you taking care of, she catch the COVID and die. Right. You know what the family gonna say? You should have took the shot, nigga. That's what the family gonna say anyway. So you might as well go ahead and take it. You know what I'm saying? Might as well go ahead and take the shot and take care of your goddamn grandmother. You know what I'm saying? At home and be a home health aide and get your money. You know what I'm saying? You might as well. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? You work a certain job, they might make it mandatory. They might, I'm not saying they will, but they might. It's a possibility. There's some jobs where it's mandatory that you get the flu shot. It's mandatory. Now, when they come and they give you the flu shot, you don't know what they're doing. There's some jobs where you have to get a tuberculosis shot. When they come in and inject you and say, we'll be back in 3 days to see if it lump up on your ass. You don't know what they're shooting inside your goddamn skin.
Right.
You ever got that test where they're shooting your forearm and your skin bubble up? You know, so go ahead.
They do that when you get locked up because it's an airborne thing.
Right. You don't know what they're shooting in your arm to see if you got tuberculosis. Nobody argues that. And you've been getting that shit for years. Excuse my language. You understand what I'm saying?
God.
We're not worried about that. If I'm not worried about that just as much as I'm not worried about this goddamn COVID-19 thing or whatever, vaccine. You know why? Because I always walk through the valley of shadow of death, and I know the Lord is with me. I know it. You know what I'm saying? I know it for sure. And I know I roll with a bunch of hardcore soldiers that's raising me and that I roll with that feel just like me.
That's
right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I feel just like them. And it's indissoluble, which means it cannot be broken.
Right.
It will never be broken. You understand that? Let's keep reading.
Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
You understand that? Most High God, rod and staff comfort us. He will protect us. You understand? Let's keep going though.
Verse 5, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies.
And that's what happens when you face your fears. When you push through your fears, the Most High God will set a table up in front of your enemies.
Right.
You understand? And what don't it feel? It feel good for that. It feel good to set a table in front of your enemies. Now on the left-hand side in the world, right? You might run past one of your exes or something. It feel good when you drive past them in the rain. They're at the bus stop. You're like, yeah, should have left.
Wow.
So that little piece, that little bit feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels good. You know what I'm saying? Or one of your exes or something call you or something like, he wasn't no good. Like, oh, he wasn't? Damn. That little bit of that that feels good. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever on the left-hand side. Now on the right-hand side, you know what I'm saying? Man, a table in front of your enemies. Everybody was talking against you, coming against you, speaking against your doctrine, saying you ain't got the truth. Y'all a bunch of false prophets. Mm-hmm. Y'all fat and out of shape and bloated and broke and everything else they got to say about it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand? To set up a table in front of your enemies. To know that they're wrong. To prove and show, I told you, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, it's all out of love. But that's a beautiful feeling. And let's not forget the main enemy, which is oppressor.
That's
right.
That's
have
right.
a table in front of him. You understand? I would love for Joe Biden to kiss my boot.
That's right.
Everybody hates Trump. I don't care about him. But Joe Biden, I love Joe Biden. I would love Barack Obama to kiss my boot. And my brother's boots. My brother's boots first. And then my boot. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord allow. I would love for Barack Obama and his long-chinned daughters to kiss my boots.
That's right.
That's right.
It would be glorious to me. You understand? To set up a table in front of my goddamn enemies. You understand? Keep reading.
Thou anointest my head with oil.
Uh-huh.
My cup runneth over.
You understand? Your cup will run over. If you don't fear what's out in this stinking, disgusting world, man. Not fear it. You understand what I'm saying?
Come on.
To push through that valley of the shadow of death. To push through. To know the Lord's with you. To know his rod and his staff protects you and all of that. Your cup will runneth over. It'll run over, which means you'll have more than you even wanted. Go ahead, brother.
So like it's a good word is like abundance.
Abundance. That's a very good word. You'll have abundance of your wants and your needs. I mean, damn. You heard me somebody say, look, all I want to be in life is comfortable. I just want to be comfortable in life. Just have my little bit of money, have my little car, have my little house. That's want to be comfortable.
Right.
Well, the Lord said, your cup will runneth over.
That's right.
You'll be beyond comfortable. You'll be so comfortable, you can make other people comfortable. That's comfortable to me. You understand? Your cup will runneth over. Let's keep on rolling with it real quick.
Verse 6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.
No, just a few days of your life.
All the days of my life.
A couple of days.
All the days of my life.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
All the days of my life.
It'll follow you all the days of your life. You understand? This is why you got to fight through your fears. We've always walked through the shadow of death. You got to be bold in this work. You got to be bold in this work 24/7, 365. Right? Bold. All the time.
That's right.
That don't mean be rude or unprofessional, but you got to stand on these scriptures and stand on this truth all the time. You understand? Scripture, though I be rude in speech, not in knowledge. That's why these dummies can't get this vaccine thing. They don't understand rude in speech, but not in knowledge. I'm paraphrasing. They don't understand that. You understand? You got to stand on these scriptures. Let's finish that off if there's more.
And I will dwell in the house of the Most High forever.
You understand? And that's what's going to happen. We're going to dwell in the Most High's house forever. You understand? There's nothing that can stop us. Nothing that can deter us. You understand? And that's just from walking through the valley of the shadow of death, man.
Right.
And having no fear. You look at your neighborhood, look at your life. You've been doing it. Now you're on the righteous side of things. Nigga, keep doing it.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand? Keep doing it. You did it real hard on the left-hand side. You better do it even harder on the right-hand side. You understand? Yeah. We're going to do it like that. Let's keep it pushing, though. What was that? Let's go to Proverbs 29 real quick. Try to keep it pushing. Let me see. Yeah. Go to Proverbs 29 real quick. Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29, verse 25. Sean, you take this one.
Oh, God. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 25. Or I can have it.
Come.
The fear of man bringeth a snare.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Read that again.
Oh God. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 25. The fear of man.
Go ahead.
Bringeth a snare.
It brings a what?
Snare.
What's a snare?
A trap, sir.
It's a trap. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The fear of a man brings traps. You can't listen to these people out here that's scary, man. You hear a nigga that's scared and all of that, and he calls himself a leader and all of that. All he's doing is leading you into a trap. That's all he's doing. All he's doing is leading you into a trap. Because fear brings snares.
Right.
We just read it in the scriptures. You follow somebody who's scary as hell and all of that, they're only leading you into a trap, my man.
That's right.
They're leading you to a real bad place, man, where you shouldn't be.
God.
Because in the work of the Most High God, you have to be absolutely fearless, just like Elijah. You understand? Just like Isaiah, Nehemiah, just like our King Christ.
Right.
Yahushua Mashiach in the Hebrew. Just like him. You got to be fearless. Read it again.
God. The fear of man bringeth a snare.
You understand? That's clear as day. There's really not much to break down with that.
Right.
It's really not much to break down. You understand? It leads you into traps being scary. Following people that are scary leads you into a trap. You understand? What does that mean? Then that means you need to be brave and bold and follow someone and follow the brothers and sisters who are brave and bold.
That's right.
Just like the sister that went and got her test today.
Right.
She's brave and bold. You understand? Fearless. Full of faith. You understand?
God.
Deserves to be spoken about.
That's right.
You understand? Deserves to be spoken about. In the midst of all of this, you know how many people deterred from the truth and got misguided and went off track because of this whole thing?
Right.
And you got a sister saying she went and got hers today.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Get a sister one more hand, man.
That's right.
Give her another hand for being strong and fearless and not being led into a goddamn trap. Go ahead, brother.
Salakia, sir. What you said was so heavy and so true about some people leaving this because of this whole vaccine stuff.
Absolutely.
And there's a scripture that I have in terms of that, sir, if I may.
Please,
Right.
brother.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Oh man, that's a heavy one right there. You know what I'm saying? And what you just brought out is exactly what's going on right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Purge season. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody ripping and running and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're giving the ears to all these doctrines and all of that. That was an absolutely perfect scripture you brought out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Great scripture to bring out, especially right now. Right. Tell the brothers and sisters where you was at just now again, just in case anybody want to write it down. They should write it down.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 1.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. You understand? Jot that one down, because that's exactly what's going on right now. You understand? That's exactly what's going on right now. You understand? Especially during these times.
Right.
Full of fear and confusion and nonsense. You understand? Read Proverbs again real quick.
Oh God. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 25. The fear of man bringeth a snare.
You understand? And that fear of man, it brings him into a trap. What's that trap? The trap can be leaving the truth. Right. Just like the scripture we just read. Falling into them other unsound doctrines and full of garbage and following break-offs of a break-off of a break-off of a break-off and all of that. You understand? Women just wanting to be promiscuous. Their vaginas are throbbing so much they're looking for a reason to leave the UPK anyway, because they're throbbing uncontrollably. You understand what I'm saying? They just want to go find some man real quick to knock them off. Right. You understand? Because they're weak. You're weak. I'm not talking about a real UPK sister. I'm talking about the wannabes, you know, fake ones that, how smart, I thought about seeing them fake ones, you know what I'm saying? Right, right. Secretly throbbing, you know what I'm saying? And going to go, you know, have sex and be an adulterer anyway, you know, some you know, a hoe with a head wrap on. You know the story. You understand what I'm saying? God. You understand? They fit exactly what you just read in 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. You understand? Because you know why? They followed somebody that was full of fear and it led them into a trap. Right. You understand? Keep going.
But whoso putteth his trust.
Who else to do what?
Put up his trust.
His what?
Trust.
Nah, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. My what?
Trust.
I'm not too sure. My what?
Trust.
I'm gonna try. My what?
Trust.
Yeah, your trust. You understand? Just like you trust that Novocaine and you trust that anesthesia. You understand? And you trust that tuberculosis stuff they inject in you. Right. Like you trust them butt shots and them breast shots and them lip shots. You understand? Just like you trust that. Go ahead.
In the Lord shall be safe.
Yeah, you trust in the Lord, you shall be safe. Click over to the Facebook joint real quick. Don't worry about it. You understand? That's somebody calling Shaw right now saying, nigga, I heard you talking about other women on there. Yo, be bold, Shaw. You know what I'm saying? No, tell her that you got a whole. Nah, I'm joking. We stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking, sis. You know what I'm saying? Nah, most high in Christ. You know what I'm saying? God. But fear leads you into a snare. But if you trust in the Lord, go ahead.
But whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe.
You shall be safe dealing with the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? Go to James real quick. We're going to try to finish it off with this real quick. Lord willing. Let's see if I can do this. We can do this. Let me see here. There's one. Let's go to James chapter 1 real quick.
Come on, come. So like I said, you said James chapter 1, verse 22?
That's correct.
James chapter 1, verse 22. Or I can have it?
Come.
But be ye doers of the word.
Say it again.
But be ye doers of the word.
This is what you got to do. You got to be a doer of this word. It's more than just knowing scriptures and so on and so on. And like I said, reading the Hebrew alphabet backwards and all of that. It's more than that. You need the spirit of these scriptures. The spirit got to be on you. You understand? So you can be a doer of this word. Sisters too. You got to be doers of this word.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You lay with them, you stay with them. You got to be doers of this word. You understand? This is how it goes, man. That's it. Ain't no second guessing and half stepping in here. You got to be a doer of this word. Read it again.
But be ye doers of the word.
Be about what you say you about. You know what I'm saying? Be real about it. You understand? Them suckers that's talking about this vaccine, they ain't really about this lifestyle.
Right. That's right.
They ain't about this lifestyle, man. They're not. They suckers, man. It's soft and weak and moist and tender and delicate and precious. You understand? They ain't really. They probably get their fingernails painted with clear nail polish and all of that to strengthen their nails and all of that and get their eyebrows and things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Intact and all of that. They're soft, man, and weak. And I ain't knocking you, man. Go ahead and get your legs shaved, man. Slovakia. I'm just having a little fun, kind of. You know what I'm saying? But for us, we're going to be doers of the word.
That's
you understand? Right. Absolute doers of this word. Stand by the Most High God so he can stand with us.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And not be fearful, not be weak, none of that. Not be scary, none of that.
Right.
You understand? We're going to be doers of this word. Now keep reading.
And not only.
Now what?
Hearers only.
You know 1,000 scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You hear them. I know you hear them. You know what I'm saying? I know you do. I know you hear them and all of that and so forth and so on. But are you a doer of the word? That's what these fake Israelites are. Hearers of the word, but they're not doers of the word. Right. That's what Christians are and Muslims are and Seventh-day Adventists and your mother and your father. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
Right.
They're hearers of the word, but they're not doers. In the UPK, we are doers of the word.
That's right.
You understand? Doers. You live it, you walk it, you talk it. You understand? That's what it is. Doers of this word.
That's right.
Not just hearers. Go.
Deceiving your own self.
All you're doing is deceiving your own selves, man. You're sitting there coming against my general. You know what I'm saying? Commander Junior YAHANNA, the leader of this nation, the true one and only leader of this nation.
That's right.
That's against him. You know, so you know why? Because he is a doer of the word and you're not.
Right.
And neither is your leader. Neither is your camp leader or your whatever. I don't even know whatever garbage I got going on out there. I don't even pay y'all really no attention. I just hear like little bits and pieces here. I don't pay that garbage no attention. I'm too focused on other things. You understand? But for you suckers out there that's talking, or bumping your gums and all of that, y'all just hearers of the word and not doers of the word. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. And you're only deceiving yourselves, man.
Right.
You're just deceiving yourself. You're not deceiving us. We know you a sucker. We always knew you was a sucker. You know what I'm saying? We knew you was a chump and half-ass. We already knew that. You know why? Because you're not holding posts next to us.
That's right.
You're not reading that camp with us. You're not speaking with us. You're not in the around us. You're not with us and rolling with us and going hard with us. You're not here feeding the homeless with us.
That's right.
You're not here taking in children from sisters and brothers that don't want their children no more.
That's right.
You ain't here adopting kids. You ain't in here doing that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't they doing that? Am I lying? Aren't we doing that in the UPK? We got children in here that people didn't want, but we took them on.
Right.
You understand? My brothers and all of that out in Texas and so forth and so on. You understand that? That's what we're doing in here. Putting clothes on people's back, putting rules on people's head, paying people's rent and all of that. And this ain't bragging or boasting. We just telling you our job description because that's what we're supposed to do.
That's right.
You sucker. You understand? Keep going.
Good. Verse 23. But if any be a hero of the word.
Yeah, if you hear the word, fake Israelite, Christian, Muslim, aka all of y'all are Christians. Go ahead.
And not a doer.
And not a what?
Doer.
You're not really a doer of the word. You know what I'm saying? You're not really a doer of the word. You faking the funk. You understand? That's old school for y'all. Y'all don't know about none of that faking the funk. Y'all faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? Suckers, man. Moist, tender. You know what I'm saying? A male tenderoni. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You faking the funk, man. You're not a doer of this word, which means what? You do a lot of talking, but you don't show and prove, homeboy.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
He is light.
He's what?
He is light.
Go ahead.
Unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
Man, listen. Just stare in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing, man. You ain't doing nothing. You weak and tender. And you mad at a bunch of men that's not like you.
Right.
Man, why don't you accept who you are, man, and hide in your corner, man, stay there. Don't worry about what we do. Nation. Building up schools.
That's right.
Raising up brothers and sisters, turn their lives around. Turning brothers and sisters who was hopeless in life, who was helpless in life, who was confused and misguided, who was suicidal and homicidal. You understand? Who was depressed and full of anxiety, who was hungry, who was thirsty.
Right.
We taking these brothers and sisters and making them more precious than fine gold and more precious than rubies. That's what we're doing in the UPK under Commander General YAHANNA. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. Why? Because we're doers. We don't have time for a vaccine. We don't have time to worry about that. Right? Take it or don't take it. Who gives a fuck? Excuse my language. Who gives a damn? You understand what I'm saying? Right? Keep reading.
Come on, God. Verse 24. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
He goes his own way. His own way, man. You start throwing insults and start doing this against your brother and all of that. I thought it was Hebrew Israelites, brother.
Right.
Shouldn't you go to him and him alone? Shouldn't you go to him and him alone if you got a problem with him? Commander YAHANNA said something about some vaccines. Anybody go to him and him alone and speak to him about what he said? Hell no. They went straight to the internet and threw all types of insults and all. It ain't really insults because nobody paid attention to you cowards anyway.
Right.
But, you know, y'all went out there and said what you got to say. Anybody go to him and him alone and speak to him? No, you went your own way and not the straight way. You know why? Because you're not a doer of the word anyway.
That's right.
You're not a doer of the word anyway.
Right.
You a woman. You a sissy. You get on the thing and you do this with your thumbs, sucker. You know what I'm saying? Right. You do this with your thumbs and type and all of that and post. That's what you do. You post the most. Go ahead.
Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers, as they call it. Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? I pray the Lord don't give you carpal tunnel in your goddamn thumbs. I said I pray he don't. To be clear.
Right.
Oh man, these suckers are hilarious. Keep going, man.
So verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth that he being not a forgetful hearer.
Not for what?
Forgetful hearer.
You didn't forget what you heard. Go ahead.
But a doer.
And a what?
Doer.
Go ahead.
Of the word.
You didn't forget what you heard, and you're a doer of the word. Go ahead.
This man.
This what?
This man.
This who?
This man.
Go ahead.
Shall be blessed.
Shall be what?
Blessed.
No, he's going to get a unicorn forehead.
Blessed.
No, the government's going to track him.
Blessed.
He's going to get a chip.
Blessed.
Go ahead.
In his deed.
Man, listen. If you're a hearer and a doer of the word, Most High God going to bless you, man.
That's right.
And the Most High God said you should have no fear of nothing. Him.
That's right.
And you should live that way and act that way. So if you are that way, who gives a damn about a goddamn vaccine? You know what I'm saying? Who cares about that? If you get it, get it. If you don't get it, don't get it.
Right.
If you got a job and you got to get it, guess what? The Lord will be with you, sucker.
Right.
Just get it. That's all. It's very simple, man. Stop being moist and weak and tender. Because in the UPK, warriors dwell here.
Right.
Stop being a pussy cat. And learn how to be a lion, man.
Right.
With that, I pass the class with the priest over Sha'al.
Clap it up for the class.
Facebook and
Come on,
Most High in Christ.